over 1,000 rushing yards the first time in your career. How does it feel, and how long did it take you? Did you think you ever achieve this mark?
To answer your first question, it feels great. That was definitely one of my goals this year, to reach that. But got to give credit to the O-linemen, our whole offense, receivers blocking downfield because, I can't do it myself. So to be able to achieve that, that's a team goal. Like, I didn't do that alone. So, it's a great achievement for not only myself, but our team takes pride in that. So I'm glad we got to do that this year.
What was it like to kind of get out of the game a little earlier on Saturday and see some of the young guys do the thing against the Citadel?
It was awesome, honestly, just getting to see the guys get an opportunity to go out there and play. And, I was telling them all week, and especially before the game, just, take your opportunities where they're given. And, you guys practice so hard all the time. It's time to show what you've learned and show what you've worked so hard to do. And it was just great to see, them be able to put that on display.
Do you actually feel pressure now that you only got 3 carries in a game, or is it, late season you feel kind of the same regardless? I guess, how do you?
I would say, yeah, I definitely feel better not getting that many carries this game. It gives your body a chance to rest up. But, there's always in-season nagging injuries that linger. But for the most part, I'd say I feel great, way better than I did last week. So it was great rest.
It's been, a while. I get every game is important. It's been a while though since you played a game that might have these type of implications. How much fun is that? When you come out to practice, because you know what's coming at the end of the week.
It is really fun, I'd say. Just being able to play a game like this, especially just a huge rivalry game. And it just being our next game, it's the biggest game because it's the next game. That's one thing Coach Sweeney always loves to say. But just the opportunity to be able to finish my senior season here in the Valley, that's what I'm looking most forward to.
What would you say is your favorite memory from the rivalry, and what's the worst memory you have?
Favorite memory has to be freshman year, just going there and winning, just being able to experience that for the first time. And definitely worst has to be when we lost. No one likes to lose, so especially in the Valley. So I'd probably say that.
Was that kind of hard for you guys 2 years ago? Especially, it seems like every game you guys are either winning at each other's home fields when it happens here. But what was that like?
Yeah, it definitely sucks. I mean, I remember it happening. The first thing I thought of was just the seniors, not being able to, send the seniors off with a great farewell. I felt for them, and just the Clemson fam in general. Clemson and the state of South Carolina, care so much about this rivalry, and I had to learn that coming from a different state. But it's just been awesome to see, how many people are involved and care, and how the game of football can impact so many people.
Everybody's going to be talking about, how you do rushing the football Saturday, but with their defensive line and the pressure, is it just as important how you are in pass pro against those guys Saturday?
Oh, yeah, for sure. They're not a heavy blitz team, but they'll blitz for sure. But, yeah, everything's important, I'd say. Whatever it takes to win. If it takes me running the ball, pass pro, and, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. And, we just have to go out there and compete in a rivalry game. All records are out the window. It's a game of its own. It's a championship game, championship mindset. So we just got to come out and be physical and have that mentality.
Saturday will be potentially your last game at Memorial Stadium. What has that venue meant for you over your 4 years of your career?
It's meant so much, just the fans especially, just coming out each and every game, supporting us, especially through Tiger Walk. I feel like Tiger Walk's my favorite, tradition, just because, you get to see all the fans, you get to feel them, and, it's just a great environment that they create for us to get hyped up. And that's one thing I'd say I missed the most, just the energy, the fans, and the love storming the field. All of that is a great experience.
Do you have any former teammates or people you know on the South Carolina roster?
I do not. Actually, I know one person that I used to play with a while back, back in high school, but that's really all I know.
Any questions for Phil from Zoom? Anybody else in the room?
As you talked about growing up in a different state, were there actually any rivalries you followed growing up, either Georgia Tech, or?
Honestly, not much, but one that always sticked out in my head was, the Auburn versus Alabama game where the guy returned the kick. That's the one that always stuck up in my head. I always saw on highlight videos, so I'd really say that's it. I really wasn't, that much into college football when I was younger. I had to learn a lot about it in high school.
Was there anything that was surprising to you about Clemson, South Carolina? Either the fans or just the intensity of the game?
Just the intensity, just the juice of it, I guess. It's just so much energy that goes towards it, and I know that, South Carolinians are all very prideful in it. So, it's a great game. It's a great opportunity to go out there, just play the game you love, and be able to inspire people.
Anyone else? Thanks, Phil.
Thanks, Phil.
Yep.